Okay, and welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today for this exciting webinar on Build versus Buy, Navigating the Clienteling Challenge. My name is Katie Tame, and I'm the Head of Customer Success here at BSBK. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's been on the minds of many leaders in the retail sector, whether to build your own clienteling platform from scratch or to buy a ready-made solution. I'm thrilled to be joined by two industry experts. First, we have Zornita Stefanova, CEO of BSBK, who has a wealth of experience in helping brands leverage clienteling for success. Welcome, Zornita.
Hi, Katie. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for hosting.
Thank you. And we also have Henrique Cardoso, a senior engineer at BSBK, who has worked extensively on developing and implementing clienteling solutions. Welcome, Henrique.
Thanks, Katie. Looking forward to the discussion.
Wonderful. So let's start with the big question on everyone's minds. Why do some brands consider building their own clienteling solution? Zornita, could you give us an overview of why this might seem appealing?
Yes, with pleasure. Building can be attractive because it offers a promise of control and a promise of a system that's tailor-made and fits the needs, the requirements of a unique process and unique business needs. And it also really enhances that idea of in-house control. But it's really an illusion because unlike many products, software requires evolution. It requires maintenance. Business needs change quickly. It's necessary to be able to adapt, to evolve to those needs. And so building in-house is not building once and controlling and owning and using. It really is a long-term commitment that requires the right team, the right people, and the right expertise. But it is very attractive. Again, the challenge is that how do you manage that is where the decision is absolutely critical in terms of the investment and time and resources for any business, not just in retail, but even when we look at across the spectrum of hospitality, travel, retail, even med spas, that question comes up: is that something that we should build in house, or are we better off with buying a ready-made solution?
That's a great response. Thank you. Henrique, from an engineering perspective, what are some of the challenges that come with building a clienteling platform from scratch?
Sure, Katie. The challenges are significant. First of all, you need a deep understanding of both the technical side and the retail side. So on the technical side, you need to aggregate a lot of data on the system. You need to gather commerce data and a lot of other things, and present this data to the sales associate in a way that helps him understand better their clients. And you also need a lot of more things to make this user-friendly and intuitive. It requires a team of really skilled developers and designers, data scientists, and a lot of things else. And there's also the business part that this team needs to understand. So someone that can understand the retail side and can translate that into a nice platform that speaks well to the associates. Second, there's also the matter of time. Developing such a platform takes months, if not years, to finish. So it's a big burden on the time that must be considered. And last, once the system is finished, there is also the ongoing maintenance. So you need to provide updates to the system. You need to make sure that everything is secure and working well. And as the business grows, as you have more sales, more customers, more products, you also need to scale that system to be able to process all of this data.
Thank you, Enrique. It does sound like there are lots of challenges of building in-house. So we're going to move on to the cost of building versus buying. Zonitsa, let's talk numbers. What's the cost comparison between building a clienteling solution from scratch versus buying a ready-made one?
It is a very significant difference because building in-house requires millions of upfront investment. To build something that people actually want to use it's not a trivial undertaking, and it requires the right expertise, the right team, the right designers, really understanding how to build a software product that people want to use. And not only does developing cost millions of dollars in investment, but also there is the ongoing hosting, maintenance, and evolution. Every new business requirement, every new feature that's required demands the same kind of expertise, the right designer, the product expert, the right testing, the right implementation, scaling, evolving, etc. And so when a brand or a company decides to build in-house, it really is taking on almost a new area of expertise. You're building software in addition to everything else you might be doing. And that does not even include the opportunity cost of time to market. Building a clienteling solution is not just throwing things together. You can, but it will not be used. It will not be adopted. There will always be challenges. So to get to a point where it's an investment that actually delivers value, it needs to be done well, and that takes time. And of course, it also results in lost opportunities in the market, and what I just said defined as the opportunity cost of time to market. Buying, on the other hand, is much more cost effective because all of these costs, developing, maintaining, evolving, researching, designing, and building, are spread among the many customers of BSPK. And so the total cost of ownership for any one of our individual customers is vastly lower than if they were to undertake that project in-house.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Enrique, can you add to that from a technical perspective? How does buying a solution streamline the process?
Yeah, sure. When you are buying, you are not only buying a software. There's also, as Ernitza said, the expertise of the team, and there are the services we provide. There's the maintenance part and so on. And BSPK has already solved the problems that many brands face in clienteling. And there is a nice line there in having solved that problems and be able to offer this as a solution to new clients. We also integrate seamlessly with the major platforms, so onboarding on BSPK is really fast. And even when we don't have an integration ready, we can do that in a matter of weeks or months at most. And we have a scale that has been proven even to some of the bigger brands on the market. We also offer a really user-friendly experience for sales associates and customers that it's hard to take. Like they are getting to know a new system, so knowing how to navigate that well and be productive with a clienteling solution is also a big part of the process. And basically, yeah, we have done a lot of heavy lifting already that a client wouldn't need to do again.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So we're going to go on to the next slide, and let's address the elephant in the room. Can brands ever really build an effective clienteling solution that competes with a platform like BSPK? And if so, how long would it take? Zonitsa, I'll direct that at you.
Anytime you have an organization trying to do something entirely outside of its core competency, it's unlikely to be able to build an effective solution, simply because you don't have the right talent and people. And in the case of clienteling, even if you hire your favorite, IT outsourcing provider or system integrator, and you provide them with all the requirements, and you say, "Here, build us this," you're still unlikely to get a great product, a great outcome, because that system integrator is in the business of integrating, not developing. It's a very, very different expertise to build product, software solution that people can use, that's easy to use, that's intuitive, that addresses the needs specifically, compared to just having technical people on board. And so that is a very, very big roadblock to being able to build in-house and deliver something effectively. Also, clienteling needs and the landscape of your business, they're constantly evolving. New needs transpire, new technologies come to place, new competition comes to market, and you have to adapt, and you have to have the right tools and equip your associates effectively to be able to compete in that new environment. And so staying ahead requires continuous evolution, new features, new requirements, adaptation, entering new categories of customer service, new types, ways to attract the customer into the buying and shopping experience. And so it's very hard to keep up with the pace of change in addition to running your core business. In addition to that, there are very important considerations around hosting, scaling, privacy, security, regulatory requirements that also need to be taken into account. So in summary, when you build in-house, you start from scratch, whereas with BSBK, you get that benefit of years of developing and evolving and adapting, and the evolution of the solution as a focused, best of breed platform that solves the problem of clienteling and actually delivers business results.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And Enrique, what's your take?
Yeah, as Zernitza said really well, it isn't just about coding. There is so much more involved into that. You first need to understand how to build the right product that people want to use. So for that, you need people that are really good on the business domain, but this business domain needs to be brought to the development team. So they need to understand, and dealing with that for a long time helps a lot. The experience accumulates, and you are able to do a better and better product with time. It also requires the technical expertise. In this case, as I said, you need to gather a lot of commerce data. You need to deal with a lot of data, and scaling that to be able to handle this, to offer relevant data in the appropriate time to the associates is really important. And the SPK has invested years in understanding all of these, understanding how clienteling works, how to build the right product, how to integrate with all of our clients, how to offer this personalized experience to the customers. And yeah, we are able to apply that on the product. And there are a lot of cases, especially when they are trying to start to do a product, that a product may be too basic to be effective, like it doesn't have all the data that we need. So we are not able to provide a personalized experience to our clients, or it may be too complex for the associates to use. Oh, okay, there's a lot of things here, but I can't use this. How do I get to know the clients? How do I segment my clients, and so on? And BSPK has already found a nice sweet spot that works very well for our clients in terms of simplicity and powerful tools that allow them to start and get going even from the first day of using BSPK.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. So we're going to move on to our final segment, and we'll wrap up by talking about the benefits of buying a solution. So Anitza, what are the key advantages and takeaways that brands should consider?
The key advantage is certainly speed in terms of time to market. When you buy a solution like BSPK, you are up and running in weeks, not years. Of course, second thing we talked about that extensively is cost and headache. But the most important thing of buying is that you get a battle tested platform. And what I mean by that is that it's really been tested across multiple markets, multiple industries, with the feedback of thousands and thousands of users. And so you can get that experience to be efficient. And of course, that's what as I said before, leads to adoption and to business benefits. Also, because it's SaaS, you get upgrades and updates. And your solution evolves with the changing business requirements and with the changing needs in the market much, much faster. It also allows your team to focus on what matters most, which is engaging customers, developing and launching your own best products, whatever the business of the company might be, and building relationships with clients and growing sales. So it's really, a way to determine, thinking about the cost and advantages of buying versus building is, what is your business and what's important to your business? How quickly can you get it up and running, or how quickly can you be in the market with the right solution? And BSPK can really accelerate that. It provides flexibility, it provides the best of breed solution, and is there to support you every step of the way, not just in terms of software and development and what we offer as our product, but also in supporting your users, helping your users be successful, ensuring that you have the right training, ensuring that you have the right resources. It's the whole solution. It's not just the technology and not just the software expertise.
Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Enrique, any final thoughts?
Yeah, sure. On the technical side, the main benefit is peace of mind. BSPK simply works, and once integrated, sales associates love to deal with it. It's very intuitive, easy to use, and we bring some technical parts that are really important also. It's secure, it's scalable. We've proven, even with clients that have companies that have millions of clients, they run okay or all right on BSPK. It's not a generic product. It was designed with the needs of luxury brands in mind, with personalized experience for their clients. And there's also the team. It's a really great team of experts in all areas of sales, of engineering, technical side, product, that are there to help them to implement BSPK the best way possible. And yeah, overall, it's a smart, strategic choice to stay ahead in a market that is becoming more and more competitive each day.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And we've had a couple of questions come through, so I'm just going to run through those first. And if you have any questions, please send them over. So we'll start with Naphtali. Thank you so much for sending your question. Naphtali's asked, can BSPK be customizable for specific businesses other than luxury clothing and accessories? What are some features out of the box?
I can take that. So the answer is yes, and we do this all the time because we work with customers in different industries, and we customize and tailor to their needs specifically. As a platform, BSPK is modular, both in terms of connecting to external data sources, as well as in terms of making certain features or capabilities available to our customers. And so, and in addition to that, we often frequently get a specific requirement from a customer, and we're absolutely able to develop and build that for that customer as an addition to what we offer out of the box. Out of the box, BSPK is really focused on the ease of use in accessing everything you need about your client in one place, allowing associates to stay on top of the client engagement, of the client list, of the task of engaging in building a close relationship with the client, humanizing that experience. We include broadcast messaging, one-on-one personalized chat. We integrate with multiple messaging platforms, WeChat, WhatsApp, messages, email. We provide detailed segmentation and outreach opportunities powered by AI to enable the right connection to a customer at the right time with the right product suggestion. We provide stock lookup, access to a curated library of assets to share with clients. So really, in a very simple interface, that sales advisor has access to everything they need to connect to their client. And it doesn't matter if you're clienteling in the realm of shoes and bags and personal goods, luxury, or if you are clienteling to engage a client into a service, their next visit to their spa appointment, or their next vacation, or their next adventure experience. The process is the same. You need to know who to contact, when, at the right time, what to say, how to engage them, and you need to have all that data at your fingertips to be able to be effective. And so that is what we enable our customers to accomplish.
That was great. Thank you so much, Slonitsa. And we have one more question from Anastasia. Thank you for sending that through. How much does BSPK cost?
It depends. It really depends on the scale of deployment. We have customers who are really have hundreds of stores worldwide, and we provide custom pricing for that, of course. It depends on the length of the contract, and it provides on the extent of tailoring that the brand might need. So I don't have a specific answer without specific information about a customer, but all I can say is that we target the enterprise customer, people who are in the business of growing, who have really an evolved strategy around how to engage customers, how to take CRM to the next level with clienteling, because that's what clienteling is. It's actually CRM that further personalizes and builds loyalty with the client, converts sales at a much higher rate. And so brands who have strategy around that, they usually come to us with specific requirements. They have a rollout roadmap, and based on that, we provide pricing. BSPK, in terms of the model, is a SaaS solution, so usually there is an onboarding, small onboarding fee, which is a one-time investment, and then it's a subscription over time that's tailored to the need of the brand.
Perfect. Thank you, Slonitsa. And thank you both for sharing your insights today. It's clear that when it comes to clienteling, buying a ready-made solution like BSPK is not just the easier option, it's the smarter one. For those of you watching, if you're interested in learning more about BSPK and how we can help your brand elevate its clienteling efforts, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. And thank you all so much for joining us today. We look forward to continuing the conversation. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.